Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We live. We live.
We
We live.
live. You know what I'm saying? Look, I had to put my background. We got two commits today. Well, hoping to get two. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta rep my put on for my boys today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I
Something
see,
slight,
man.
something slight.
Football season is, we champion. Football season is over with. We're resting. It's baseball
And
season now,
and,
man.
that, and that's
We
and
move
that's
on. But I
exactly
understand y'all trying to get your program right, trying to get
what
everything right,
I'm about to
man.
say.
You knee deep
That's
in.
exactly how y'all go down when you don't worry about the season you in. That's all right.
I just say I ain't worried about it. Kirby doing his job.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. But look, man. So we starting a little early today, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff planned today. Uh what you got going this weekend, man? I know it's Mother's
Mother's
Day
Day
weekend.
weekend, man. Shout out to all the mothers, man. Happy Mother's Day,
Yeah, buddy.
all the mothers. So tomorrow, man, I'm just gonna do a cookout for all the moms involved in my life, man. We're just gonna do it that
That's
way.
what's up.
Have like a little cookout type barbecue, man. Not too many people, man. Just kind of keep it kind of inclusive, small and inclusive, and just have fun with the fam, man. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rock it out.
Facts. Hey, look, man, I am on my wife's beck and call, boy. I get the whole weekend. The whole weekend I'm, ring the bell, running. So
Okay.
I'm like, look, you know what I'm saying? So that's what she got. She got the whole weekend of just whatever. Yes, yes, all weekend. No no's, no no's. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. So I was like, look, let me get on here a little early
Get
while
this
she's
out
still
the way,
asleep.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Or she
Yeah.
try to kick me off.
Jeffrey. Gonna need
Right.
you, Jeffrey.
Hey, look, running and gunning, boy. But look, so today, man, we had a lot. We got a lot to talk about, though, man. We got top five QBs all time, college and pros.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we're gonna talk about these NIL deals, man. They about to
Great.
crack down. They about to crack down.
I did see that they were talking about now the NCAA is about to step in with some type of regulation, especially with this transfer portal. That thing going crazy, man.
Yeah, buddy.
But I got
Yeah,
another opinion on that, man. A lot of people probably don't look at it the way I look at it. So we'll talk
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Might
And
well
then
start there.
we'll get into some stuff. So look, man, let's start off your top five QBs, bro.
Where you want
Top
to
five
start? In pros, pros were kind of easy. I would say
pros
easier.
or seasons.
Pros are
Yeah,
always easier.
let's go with the pros first.
Go with the pros. So top five. Is there no? I mean, who else could be number one?
Yes, he submitted that.
He submitted that, and I feel like there's a Manning, Peyton Manning. Who else is number two besides Peyton Manning? And then I
Yeah,
think number three, four, and five though. I think that's where you can kind of start to go or ooh.
yeah.
Because I went Joe Montana as my third. I went with Joe. Joe got all the rings. I got Steve Young as my fourth, and then I
Okay.
got five at Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh. Okay. I got Montana as my number three. I got Brett Favre as my number four,
Ooh.
and I got Johnny Unitas as my number five.
Okay, I can see that. Now let me ask you, how you get Brett Favre above Johnny? Let me ask you that though, because I probably would have flipped them two.
I think just because, like, I just love the way he played the game, man. Like Johnny Unitas, of course, a victim of the time, so you don't really get to see the ins and outs, the bad plays, the good. But Favre, man, like the man, Iron Man, he played through
Played for
injuries, pain, broken bones.
funerals. He
And he was
played for
just,
the funeral. Then he skipped his dad's funeral to
hey
play it.
man, that
Hella.
he put on our Raiders boy, and that thing, faux tutties, and I was just like, man, like
The
Brett
Monday
Favre
night.
probably
It was a Monday night game, and
Monday
bro,
night game.
went off. I mean, he was going ham that night. So
Yeah.
yeah, but then I just look at Brett though, bro. He only got one ring. He only has one championship. So that's why I
So
really
does
didn't put
but
Brett
I
on
mean,
this, but I put so I compared my fifth spot was for the one ring guy. And I just looked at who was the best one ring winner. And it was tough. Well, not for me. I don't like Drew Brees, so he automatically disqualified
yeah,
his Saints fan.
that's all he got is the one. That's all he got. Like looking
And
at
he
it,
had so
I mean,
many
he got
other
a few Pro
losing
Bowls.
seasons. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like no,
he got a
but
lot of good stats on losing teams. Like basically, he
yeah,
was always playing from behind with the Saints and fourth
I
quarter.
think I think when Aaron Rodgers is done, he'll be that number 4 spot behind Montana. That'll be like kind of solidified because he
Do
ain't
you think
gonna
he'll
be
get another ring?
nah.
Ooh.
I don't
What
think so.
what can Stafford do to get in that conversation top 5? Win another?
I mean, I need to get like an MVP. I need you to be. I need
MVP.
you to be the reason you win.
Gonna be tough
I,
with that defense. It's gonna be tough.
I mean, but still, like
Never get it right.
you can have a great defense, but still go ham. Like when, let me see, that year that I think the second ring Brady got, when their defense was just like they had like
Oh yeah,
Rodney
Boyer
Harrison,
Malloy, Rodney
yeah,
Harrison,
all them. Their defense
Richard
was
Seymour,
yeah,
Vince
their
Wilson,
defense was crazy, but he still balled out. You know what I'm saying?
Mike
So
Brady. Yeah.
yeah, so when they would give him the ball, he would do work.
I
So
So let me ask you this. Give me just off topic real quick. Give me your top 3 or top 2, just off top of your head, non Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
I mean, you got to go on Marino and non Super Bowl. I can't think of one who didn't get a Super Bowl yet.
Matt, gotta be Matt Ryan. He an MVP.
Let me go down my Brady, Breeze,
Steve
Manning,
McNair up there. Steve McNair didn't
Steve
win no
McNair.
championship.
I mean, I think when you look at the numbers, you have to go Matt Ryan.
Cam ain't won no championship. MVP though.
Nah, he ain't gonna be up there.
Ooh. Not
Nah,
in this. At least.
nah, he ain't. If you talk about like playmaker, like he
But the man
changed the
won
game as far
MVP
as
though.
running, but I mean, yeah, but that don't make you a great quarterback because you won MVP. You're just the most valuable person on your team, on a good team on the league.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, no, but honorable mention person I want to bring up, man, Cordell Stewart, bro. Nobody talks about Cordell Stewart, right? I don't say he's a top QB, but when you talk about the QB conversation, this man did everything. Like folks love Taysom Hill. This man legit was
He
a
was.
quarterback,
Yeah,
a
boy.
legit wide receiver, a legit punter,
Did he
legit
play in
kick.
Pitt? What did he play in Pittsburgh, or where did he come out of?
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, he was a quarterback at Colorado, but he played everything, bro. Like he would line up at running back, line up at wide receiver, line up at. He would return kicks and punts. He would kick, punt. Like yo, we will never see anything like that again, ever.
We know why he's not
Yeah,
what it is, whatever. But
yeah,
and then plus you played the time you came in the era where it was right after what the Terry Bradshaw and right before Ben Roethlisberger. So you kind of get lost in the shuffle with them two winning championships and you didn't.
exactly,
So I
exactly.
understand that, but I think Matt Ryan, Dan Marino definitely greatest
Yeah,
QB to never win a Super Bowl. Um, but yeah, sorry to
you ain't
top
have
five.
my.
I don't got a problem with top 5, but I said Brett Favre just only got that one championship. That's the only reason why I didn't really throw.
I mean, Aaron only got one too.
But I'm not taking Brett over Aaron any day of the week. That's just me. Brett Favre liable to throw the game away, and he liable to win it.
Hey, hey,
Aaron
great.
Rodgers ain't throwing too many games away, bro. I can tell you that right now. Aaron Rodgers.
At least he hasn't. We'll see how the tail end of his career goes because everything you remember Favre for his last year and Green Bay and then what he did in the Jets. But we're gonna talk about them '90s, early 2000s Brett Favre when he was breaking fingers with the people. So
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
man, yeah,
That's
man.
yeah.
That boy different. That
Like I
boy
said,
different.
man, Brett was definitely because you got to think he was Buckhead Brett for a long time. So he was out here cutting up in Buckhead and downtown Atlanta, going ham in the strip club.
Is there
We
anything else
knew
to
he
do?
was talented, but we didn't know he was going to Green Bay, Wisconsin was the best thing that ever happened for Brett
Yeah.
Favre. I tell you that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So who you got college, man? This college is you want me to go first for college since you did NFL? My list,
No,
I'm
you
telling you my
want to.
list
Go ahead, bro.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be folks gonna watch this and be like, man, what the F? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They're gonna be
oh
like,
no.
"Yo, you crazy." But I mean, my list, I have first of all, it's hard when you picking quarterbacks because you have quarterbacks who were primarily like runners and threw a little bit. Then you have quarterbacks who threw a lot and never ran, or you have quarterbacks who had like a really good year but didn't have like the great career over
Yeah,
time. And
that is true. That is true.
yeah,
It's tough.
so let me tell you people who not on my list, right? Mike Vick's not on my list.
Me,
He's not on my list. One of the greatest athletes ever. He's not on my list.
and was killing it at Virginia too.
Let me see.
Didn't really have a team around
Right.
him. He was killing
Tommy
it.
Tommy Frazier is not on my list. Very could be. Very he had the accolades, the All Americans and stuff like that. Graham Harrell, Texas Tech, not
Graham
on my
Harrell.
list.
Seen that?
Now, passing wise, I mean I think it was more of the offense than
Yeah, bro
him.
was throwing. They threw the ball 75 times a game, bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
like
bro.
who else? I don't have Colt Brennan. Colt Brennan was
Oh,
my
Brandon was good. He beat
he was
the University of Georgia Bulldogs.
Hey, that boy was a beast, and that Hawaii at that. Like, so it was some guys like there.
The
Like
boy beat
Charlie Ward didn't make my
Charlie
list.
Ward. Ooh, I got him on my list. Oh,
Charlie Ward didn't make my
didn't
list.
make the list. Who on this list? Then? God damn, you got a lot of folks that didn't make it.
Cam
Get
Newton
Cam Newton.
didn't make my list.
Damn, you took two of my folks.
Because Cam had one good season.
But it was
One.
the best.
It was a very good
Yeah,
season.
I mean,
Uh,
I had the two. You'll see why I chose my last spot.
Now, all right. So my
Damn,
list, right?
Joe Burrow for that last spot.
Nah, bro. He had one good year.
That,
My number 5, Vince Young.
okay.
Vince
Damn.
Young. Yeah. I mean, he played 3 years. He only lost 2 games. Won a Natty. Didn't win the Heisman. He got robbed that year. Well, I don't know if he necessarily got robbed, but that Reggie Bush year is like any other year he would have won that. But Reggie Bush was just like
Hindsight, hindsight. He's the Heisman winner from that year. Now, I mean, look back.
yeah, I think if they would have waited to the end of the year type thing. But yeah, man. Number 4 got Danny Warfel. You know what I'm
I got
saying? You got
you.
the Gators. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The numbers speak for itself. Number 3, you're gonna be surprised. I got Marcus Mariota.
Nah, I ain't surprised. Bird ball. He
Marcus
ball.
Mariota, boy. He threw for 10,700 yards, 105 touchdowns, ran for 2,229 touchdowns. That boy was balling out.
All that.
Balling out. My number 2, RG3.
You talking about one good year?
Listen, it ain't one good year. He got that Heisman year was like the year that he became a household name per se. But my man put up 10,000 some rushing yards, almost 80 touchdowns, 2,200 yards rushing, 33 rushing touchdowns. My man was balling. He balled. Of course, at Baylor, and he didn't lose like that. So when you look,
And he's on the front of the NCAA video game. Wasn't
hey, and exactly. So remember in the BCS era, if you want 1 or 2, you weren't mentioned. So the teams that were like 3, 4, 5, like those schools didn't get that attention like the 1 and 2 got. So him, and then number 1, we got the GOAT, Timmy Tebow. Hey, the man threw for 9,000 yards, threw for
How?
88 touchdowns, ran for almost 3,000 yards, and rushed for 57 tugs. Hey, man, that boy is a monster. So that's why when people were like, man, Mullen, AR, what's he going to do? But he ain't have urban minders there to be like, yo, chill out. Hey, put him in the game. So, yeah, man,
We'll
that's
see.
my top 5, man.
AR and Fool's Gold, man. You
Nah,
keep
bro.
this
He
kid up.
had,
You
he had,
need to see it first. You ain't even seen it in practice. I don't know how the hell you think you finna see it in
hey,
the game.
man, he had a
But
bad 2 minutes. He had a bad 2
whatever.
minutes.
Whatever.
You see
Okay.
what he did
Whatever.
at LSU? Boy
I
came
didn't.
in second half and
LSU
threw
beat
both
y'all last.
touchdowns.
Did LSU beat y'all last year?
Yeah, because we bring him in too late. He brought us back. He didn't put him in till second half. Like, okay, like, all right, so this story, right,
Oh,
real
what he
quick.
did against Georgia?
He got
No,
hurt, but that was his first start. It wasn't
bad
a
2 minutes. You
situation.
said
It
two
was a
minutes,
bad,
though. 2 minutes. That's what you just said a few seconds
yeah,
ago.
it was a bad 2 minutes. Because
And
before
then
that, remember,
in practice, he had a bad 2 minutes. If he can't do 2 minutes, his ass gonna have a bench.
that was that that was bad play calling. But look, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it was a bad setup. They started him against Georgia had historic defense last year. Your first start should not have been against Georgia. Your first start should have been against LSU. You don't start a guy off like, look, man, so we want to throw you in there against Georgia. We know you don't know all the plays yet, but we going we gonna throw you out there because we just can't ignore it no more. It was just bad. Like he should have been in the game. Like when Percy Harvin was in Florida, right, and he wasn't getting the ball. Urban Meyer not pull Mullen to the side. In front of the whole team was like, get him the god dang ball. Find a way to get him the ball. I don't care. Every few plays, he has to touch the ball. And that's what he did. And that's when Percy became Old Mercy Percy. You know what I'm saying? So that's Mullen didn't have that. He didn't have that person to be like, yo, man, I don't care how comfortable you are with his notch. Put AR in the game and let him do what he do and call the plays that support it. So I mean, I'm glad it didn't happen because Mullen will still be here, but it's like a necessary evil. Like we had to go through that to get to where we got now. So that's my story, man. Give me your top five so I can eat it up real quick.
All right. So number five, I know you said like one seasons don't matter, but I was gonna mention I can't leave Cam off, bro. Cam Newton had probably one of the best seasons. One of the best seasons, man, that you've seen in college history, and capped it off with a natty.
You ever
So
heard that song? You ever heard that song Wild Thing? Wild Thing. Man, you know what I'm saying?
but
You're
yeah.
That's the one hit quitter. Yeah.
But I didn't put him above Mariota. Like you said, when you look at Mariota numbers, man, and what he did in all those 4 years, and then they lose to Winston. They lost in the championship in the Natty to Jameis Winston.
They lost, but they came back and beat them the next time.
See, so I can't hold that. Mariota definitely up there. Let me look at the rest of my list. Doug Flutie. Can't leave Doug Flutie in the Hail Mary, the famous Hail Mary, and then look at all the accolades that he got, man. National titles. So I had Doug Flutie up there. You had Charlie Ward kind of low. I don't know if you were hating or what.
No, it's just when I pulled him up. Don't get me wrong, he's one of my favorite. If he went through my favorite list, he would be there. But when I had to go to had to be,
Charlie Ward was
unbiased.
still, man. Yeah, Mariota, man. Mariota, he beat FSU and then they lost to OSU. Okay. Makes sense. Vince Young. Vince Young is my number two. Got Vince Young up there, man.
Not mad at that.
The rushing yards, the passing yards, it was nothing he couldn't do, like at all. They just ran into that the LSU team, and I'm not LSU, USC team, and I'm glad that they did, bro. That was like one of the perfect seasons where you actually get the
Yeah.
to actually go against each other in the game. It let you down. Like the game lived up to the hype just as much as the hype was for the two teams, and it was just like a perfect college football season where you got the real two best teams against each other, and we got a goddamn heavyweight fight, and it did not
Boy,
go.
I remember that game, boy. I
Man,
remember watching that.
that game back and forth, up and down. Vince Young runs in for the touchdown at the end, the confetti falling down. You know what I mean? Babies crying,
I think
folks crying.
when you write that story, man, when you be like, yo, when I win a game, like you want to win like that, that's how you want to win a game, man. Like I understand you want to blow somebody out, but when you win that thing like that,
Bro.
that thing's special. That's probably one of the best games ever. Like
Oh,
that Iron Bowl when they ran the kickback.
yep,
Like
yep.
that's one of the best games, man.
Best games ever,
They'll
bro.
talk about forever.
So yeah, I agree. And then number one, you know, he is, man. Tebow. I can't, it is Tim Tebow. He's probably the greatest college quarterback ever. I can't hate on him. I had to play him 4 times. Nigga beat us three out of 4. So I can't really say that too. I got one off of him, so I feel a bit good about that.
Hey, man. Two
Championship game,
natties.
man. He's a leader, motivator, He gonna make the play that's supposed to be made in the right moment. You couldn't tackle this joker when he needed the first down. If it was 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, he's going to pick it up, and you're not gonna
Yeah.
stop until he get to the chains, bro. And that was just Tebow, bro. Like he'll lower his shoulder. I don't know how he was throwing dimes back then, but got to the
Hey
NFL and started
man,
throwing ducks.
it's amazing what
It's a different ball. I guess the ball size is different too.
no, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it was. It's a running quarterback that's doing a sweep to a very fast running back that the defense has to move, the linebackers move, then you hit a slant to Percy
Yep.
Harvin and you take off. And guess what's happening this year? A running quarterback handing off to a
Oh,
running quarterback with a
hey,
right.
you listen. Let me tell you something. You ain't got the horses nowhere near that you had up front when Tebow was doing that thing. So AR can
Hey
go
man,
hand that thing off, but he gonna get his ass butt right in the mouth when he turns. So because his offensive lineman, his guard done got beat. His guard trying,
nah, but
his
I
guard,
line.
his guard
Hey
reaching
man,
behind to get him or
hey,
saying, "Look
watch.
out, look
We'll be
out."
a listen. We'll be a finalist for the top O line in the country this year.
My camera
We'll
ain't
be a
full. My face is.
we'll be a finalist. Last year we were in there. We were semifinalists. So this year we'll be a finalist.
It's gonna be a down year for Florida for the next 2 years until your
It
boy
ain't
get.
gonna be as bad as last year. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I can't say that. I don't
All right,
know.
look, man, we gotta take a commercial. I can't miss this week. 30-second commercial. Miss Bonita Radio, Be So
All
Radio.
right.
All right. So look, we back. Yeah, man. So we got our top five. Next week we'll go back defense. We wanna go corners. We're
Ooh,
gonna
top
get
five cornerbacks all time. Ooh,
man, let
wee.
me tell you. Is UG no UG I have be on a list for linebackers. That'll be it.
Linebacker, and we got a cornerback. Don't do Champ. Champ might be on both lists. Yeah, you talking about?
Yes.
You don't shout me.
Yeah. I don't know that list.
Champ might be on both lists.
That champ might be on there. He might be like
Champ,
a cool five honorable
Champ might
mention.
be on both. That's the crazy part, bro. We start talking about DB. I got one of
Hey,
the goats.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But
So
you know,
next
Floyd,
week,
y'all got a lot of them. But can you get one? Give me one that's a goat though. Give me your top cornerback ever out of UF.
top
In your
corner,
opinion. Top cornerback ever to lace them up at University of Florida. In
man.
your opinion.
For college,
Yeah.
I think it'll be between Hayden, maybe Poole. I think Hayden probably got it because Hayden was like literally unstoppable at corner. Like you literally were not throwing to the side of the field at any time. I think he was a first round top 10 pick. I believe. Yeah, Joe Hayden was that guy. He was that
Yeah.
guy, and he's still playing. That
I
man,
know.
that's he's still playing and still making plays. So
He ain't
yeah,
got no
man.
team right now, though. He's a free agent.
Yeah. I think he's free agent.
I
He
hope
go ahead and
Atlanta.
make
I want Atlanta to add him to the secondary just as a
they go
veteran.
ahead and make that move to free safety, man. It's called it. You know what I'm saying?
You could do that. I can see that. You got
Get
to
a
hit
good
though.
2 or 3
You
years
got to hit
left out of him.
somebody.
Oh, he's physical. That's the thing. Yeah, he
Yeah,
can
he
do it.
old. That collarbone don't hold up no more like he used to. He know.
Yeah, man. Well, but yeah, we had some guys, man, that like All Americans. Him, Tease, Tabor, Hargraves, Quincy,
Henderson, Henderson
Wilson,
terrorized UGA for
Hend-
you. But,
Henderson,
Lord, have mercy.
and you when you talk about corners, like he's at the bottom of that list,
I,
and he's
I
a
just know he terrorized us, bro. He
yeah,
terrorized
man.
us on
Every
the field.
I think Elam has one of the bigger upsides because his size, speed, and he's in a great system
Yeah.
and
I,
Buffalo. So he may go down as one of the the greats.
Agree with you on that
But
one.
yeah, man. But yeah.
Yeah,
So
next week, man, it's gonna be pretty
cornerbacks,
good.
man. We want to talk corners. We gonna be. I don't. Hey, we're gonna be on a lot of lists, man. We ain't get that running back. We're going out. We're gonna be on a lot of lists.
You ain't gonna be on linebacker list. You ain't gonna be on linebacker.
Nah, probably not. I think Brandon Spikes is the only one we got.
Yeah. I
That's
had,
fine.
I had
I
David.
don't mind missing one. We'll be on there.
Just David Pollock. That's all I got. I don't know about
Mm. So what? Okay. So here we are. NIL deals, man. So
Oh, yeah.
look, bro, they are cracking down. The NIL stated that they will be cracking down on NIL boosters. So it's not so much the collectors of when they get to school and what they get while they're there. That's not the issue at hand. There's no way to really regulate that. I think it's just, are they enticing players to come to your school before they're signed, and are they using NIL deals to bring
Yeah.
them over?
And I think what started it, bro, was this the portal. They're paying kids to go into the portal. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man, that
That's how
tampering.
you're not even waiting till the kid choose a school and then say, hey, we can give you this. No, these boosters are saying, hey man, go in the portal, come to OSU, come to USC, I give you a crib, I give you 3 cars, you know what I mean?
This
And
will
we'll give
go.
you 600,000 cash. Like, bro, you living in LA, you coming from Pittsburgh, you damn right I'm taking it.
This they will name this the Jordan Addison rule, and he will go down infamously as a guy like, because everything just makes sense. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're at Pitt, your quarterback is in the NFL. You're the highest rated wide receiver in the
So
college football. You leaving, not a surprise. Like nobody would, if you just would have
no,
put it
and you
in.
can't blame the kid because he can't doesn't have the resource. His position coach is gone. His quarterback is gone. He's trying to go to the next level. He's trying to get to be an NFL. Why can't I go somewhere who's going to groom me to do that?
Right. I fully get it. But I don't, whoever leaked that report or leaked that story of him being offered money before, and I think it might have been a coach. It was some people that was just like, yo, this ain't right. Like,
Yeah, their
we
coach.
know.
Yeah, Pittsburgh coach called Wyndham. They offered the man a house, bro. You know, a house in California is like 2 mil off real.
Right.
A crib in Southern Cal and 2 mil. That's 2 mil off real.
Yeah, man.
But my boy made
USC.
a good point. I said, well, does he get to keep the house or does he just a lease?
I don't know. I mean, they'll
Because
probably have it
because
as a
mind
lease.
you this, because if I give you this house, you get drafted, you don't get drafted, you get hurt, something happens, you can't pay taxes on a $2 million house in California. I promise you that.
For that NIL deal you got and the insurance you probably take out. Because, they take out insurance policies
You don't have
and
to.
all that. And, they be having multi-million-dollar insurance policies when they be like junior, senior. So if they get hurt. I mean, I think financially he would have been okay. But like Deion Sanders said, man, you need to focus on NFL, not the NIL. And I
Yep.
think what we're seeing now with that, like that, they had to do what they're doing now because that precedence of you, like a guy enrolling in school, a whole nother school calling up being like, yo, if you come here, you enter the portal, I'm gonna give you boom, 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 boom.
Bro,
And you
what's up with
can't
this
do
dude
that.
getting a Lamborghini deal though?
But see, that's the thing. So like Bijan Robinson, right? He's in he's in the program. So if Lamborghini, Ford, Dodge, anybody wants to come in and be like, hey, we want to give you an NIL deal, but you get that. That's fine. You can drive Lambos and Porsches and Ferraris if you in the student and that's the NIL deal. But you can't tell a kid on a couch like, hey, if you come here, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to give you this Lambo deal when you sign to play for us. That's the
Gotcha.
that's the thing that they're trying to stop because technically you can't offer NIL deals to student like to players that aren't on your team, and you can't the boosters can't do it. So what you see is a lot of boosters, like for instance, somebody telling him he could get that house in Cali. Who's giving him the NIL deal? Is it Remax? Is it houses.com? Like who's giving this NIL deal to where they're going to give him a house and all this extra stuff? And that's where is doing. So when they drop this hammer drop is about to hit some teams hard, and I think you're going to see teams like I don't think Miami. People say like Miami. I don't think Miami's going to be. Yes, I don't think they're doing it wrong. I think they're doing it right within the guidelines. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think Florida clearly is doing it right because Strickland is very like by the book, only do things.
We
Yes,
don't
he's
know
very.
what Napier could be a cheater. We don't know what
No,
he
I mean,
did. Don't
no,
say
don't get
that.
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I think they may be saying stuff, but as far as like going forward and doing it, we just no, not yet. I think schools like Texas A&M, USC, those two schools, maybe Bama, because these guys are going into the portal and
And
being
then
like,
going
I get
there.
in the portal on Monday, I have my NIL deal and the school pick on Tuesday. It's like,
How
come
you gonna
on,
stop
man.
it though? Like Tay said, man, how you gonna stop it? Because it's gonna
I
be
don't
hard
know,
to
man.
regulate. It was
I mean,
already
it's
hard
just
to regulate before.
I mean, it's
So
just like any other regulations that's got started, man. People snitch at the end of the day. That's what happens. At the end of the day, people record conversations, they save emails, they save text messages, they do all that, and that's how people get caught. Like, and people follow the paper trail. So when somebody has a booster, look at Colquitt Colquitt County when he got caught. Man got caught on a video recording when he was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, dudes, people people are snitches, and that's what's going to happen. Like it's just naturally people are going to snitch. Unfortunately,
somebody not get what they want and then go back and just burn the whole ship down. That's normally like you said how it happens, bro.
yeah,
If somebody can't be the captain or can't get what they want, they're gonna say fuck it. You'll forget everybody and just burn the whole thing
right.
down.
And then when I go down, or I ain't going down by myself, I'm gonna get boom, 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 and then I ain't going down. I'm gonna boom, and that's how it happens. So I look up Bama. Um,
But I will say one thing about Dion, man. I looked at Dion and looked at the school. Bro, they got the do the NIL deal for his teeth. Like they invested in the kids. Like all the players got great teeth on their team. Now I can't say that about Georgia. I'm just saying, like
hey,
they're
that's one.
investing in these kids, man. And I can't complain about what
Oh
they.
yeah, no, I'm
I
not
love
complaining at
it,
all.
bro. But
I,
yeah,
I love it. I love it when like if you come to the school, like if you make an announcement, right? Like Texas did was like, hey, we have our players, our O linemen, our scholarship O linemen make 50K a year. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. Cause
yeah,
you know that so you're not technically telling recruits, but it's out there. Or like Oklahoma, hey, we're paying all of our student
all
athletes
they
get
players
30
make money,
grand.
bro.
You know what I'm
30,
saying? Like so you don't have to go and officially do that. So I don't mind that. Like, that's just a finessing way of the system. It is what it is. Play your game. But I don't think that's I don't think that's a bad thing. I think looking out for your team is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be trying to get them deals. And like Florida, man, we got partnering with Chick-fil-A. They be partnering with all these different companies, Fortune 500 companies that's trying to get also NIL deals, but open that pipeline. But that's what Saban did, and
yeah.
that's why Georgia does it. And it's just like it's a proven system.
Yeah,
So I
I'm with you. I'm with every school being able to be affiliated with some company or being able to be affiliated with some brand. Georgia, you can go to Georgia UGA right now, bro. You can get any Dodge Challenger Scat Pack you want because there's a Dodge dealership that these kids are partnering with. There's a Ford dealership. Saban got the Benz himself. He sells Mercedes Benzes, so you know what I
right,
mean. Is sometimes it's just a natural connection, and I don't mind these young men getting paid, man. But
yeah,
you
no, I'm
can't be
with it.
going in there before they decide or before they choose and trying to get it to them in high school. Like let the stuff just happen naturally and let the kid decide based off what your school is affiliated with, where he want to go. Maybe all the kids
Yeah,
go to Alabama because they got to deal with McDonald's or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that per se that particular
yeah, but
sponsor,
like
but
you can't pay a kid like when I go into your house and be like, look, man, you come here, I'm gonna give you $8 million. It's
come
like,
on, man. Like the kid
like
ain't never
nah,
seen
bro.
parents. How you gonna give a kid $1 million who their parents ain't never seen $1 million? What they gonna do? And mess it up, bro. It's gonna be a
That's
bad
it, man.
situation.
It's bad. So yeah, them Tennessee. It's gonna be look, man. It's gonna be some big schools go down because it's not just USC. It ain't. And I think
Well, I don't think
everybody
they'll go
does it.
down. I just think that they'll put these things in place, and then once from this
Oh
point
no,
on,
they
you think they're gonna
they
go back?
they going they no. They're never gonna. This ain't ever going back. Like they'll never
No,
get
I'm
rid
saying
of
you think they'll
NIL.
go back and get the key people that paid the folks already before, like.
I think they'll just punish the school
Ooh.
because I mean you can't you the kid didn't do anything wrong. Like I mean you might agree, but it's like you can't really punish the kid per se in a sense to where you know, they offer me a deal to come play for the school, so I'm here. Like you can't really punish the kid like that, but the school, like I'm not with punishing a kid because you offer him. Who in their right mind would turn
So
down
who
$8 million to do something I'm going to do anyway?
so who should be eligible to be offered deal? Only if you've already committed, or if you're at that school. Correct.
Once you've signed, I think once you signed the letter of intent, you're good to go.
Okay, I got you.
You're good to go, and it can't be directly related to the school unless it's a like I know a lot of schools have collectives, which which is like they just broker the deals. So as far
Uh,
as like the Gator Collective, they broker the deal. So they'll be like, oh, if we wanted to bring somebody on here for an interview that's part of the Gator Collective, we have to get in touch with them. Be like, hey, we want to bring them on. They will give us a fee, and then they will like, okay, and they will say, who do you want? And and it works out that way. It's kind of like their publisher, their manager,
so
or
y'all
whatever.
pimping out kids in the swamp. I mean
No,
that.
everybody. We're the third highest rated collective. I think the first one is um Texas
No,
A&M.
nobody want to come down
Texas,
there and play in the swamp, man. Nobody want
you
to come down there and
tripping.
play in that shit.
This logo recruits. Dan Mullen didn't do anything, and he still had top 10 classes, top 15. He didn't do anything. He sat down on his beach and surfed. My man did nothing, and we still had top 15 classes. Like it recruits itself. Hey,
Ah,
hey. But yeah, man, it's definitely some. I mean, like I said, I like the NIL. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see how they do it when this new EA game, EA college football
right.
about to drop next
Oh, I
year.
can't wait on that too, bro. And we were talking about the greatest quarterbacks. Like I said, bro, RG3 was on the front of one. I do remember that RG3 being on the front of one of the games. Maybe the last game that they put
No,
out.
the last one was the Nard Robinson,
Oh yeah,
Michigan.
from Michigan. Michigan dude was the last one that they put out. But yeah, I can't wait for that NCAA game to come out. Hoping, man, come on with it.
Is Georgia going to be a part of it? Because it's a lot of schools who, well, not a lot, but they gotten over like 160 schools that's
Yeah.
going to be a part of it. I'm looking forward because Florida, I play Madden on the daily and we already up there. So that's a great recruiting
Yeah,
tool.
man, we're gonna have to get down that man. I don't beat a few of our current viewers right now, and kind of had retired because I had beat everybody. So I had let
It's always one. There's always one. Don't worry, man. Man fatigue. The new one about to come out in 3 months. So I ain't tripping.
go. Yeah, we'll get
I
down.
ain't tripping at all. All right, look, we down to the. We gotta take another quick commercial, quick 30 seconds.
That's one of them.
Yeah. A quick 30 seconds. We'll be back. All right. Shoot, we here. We good.
Hey, quick,
Last
hold up,
commercial.
real quick, bro. Somebody said we left off Jameis Winston, man. He only lost one game in college, won the Natty and Heisman, 4,000 yards each season.
Um, I mean, no, I didn't miss him on my list. I mean, I get it. Man, like
He got the accolades, but I don't know, just something about Jameson that I think of that team being so because you had Devontae Freeman, you got Dalvin Cook, you got Kelvin Benjamin out there catching passes at tight end wide receiver. You know what I mean? So I guess I just think about that. He was good in college. He was balling. So yeah, I give my boy Dale that one. Now, what Jameis definitely has the accolade. He has the yards and the natty and the Heisman.
Yeah, I mean
We'll put
I
Jameson
mean,
or Tebow.
boy, you tripping. Tebow got okay, so he really
And
because
he
he
did it
played
with bad eyes. That was before LASIK. Hell yeah.
no, he only threw for 7,000 yards and he only threw for 65 touchdowns.
They went on, and they had an undefeated team.
Yeah, he only played 2013, 2014. He only had 2 years in it, so no.
2 years ain't gonna do it.
I mean, but he had the accolades. Don't get me wrong. He has the Natty. He has the Heisman, uh, the draft pick. I mean, he don't get me wrong. He very easily could be on that list, and somebody could argue out. But I mean,
Would you put him over Vince Young? We'll just reading them stats you just.
uh,
I was just playing tape now. Tebow was my number one.
I don't know because I think Vince did more with less, and I now can't really say more because he didn't win a Heisman. Um, he won a Natty, but that team wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? Like
Which
they were
one you talking
good.
about? That
Vince
Texas
Young,
team?
yeah,
Yeah, that Texas team would have definitely lost to that goddamn Florida State team. I'm just saying. That's
yeah.
just my opinion. But that Texas team was good. They were fighting. They were. Mac Brown might have beat out Jimbo and coaching. I don't know. I would love to
At
see
that
that. That
time,
would have been a game to see.
I'm question. I saw some on a TV show. Is Jimbo? So they were saying how Kirby Smart was the guy who couldn't get it done. Like that was his whole thing. Like he can't get it done, can't win a big game, blah blah blah. Is Jimbo that guy now?
But he don't want one.
That's the thing. But he won one seven,
Oh, was
8 years
that?
ago.
We're gonna give that one to Coach Bowden, R.I.P. We're gonna say that was Bowden championship.
I mean, you got to give it to Jimbo because
No,
I
he
mean,
was
I think,
recruiting. Jimbo was recruiting before Bowden even left. So it was
but
still.
the expectation, like he ain't did nothing since. He had 1 10-win season since then.
Oh man. Ugh.
So it was a conversation on the show I was watching. Like
I
and Jimbo's a
mean,
new guy.
I know. I put it like this: the pressure is on Jimbo. If he don't produce one within the next 2 years, I think Jimbo, you're gonna have a lot of people like we
Hey,
give you a lot of money, Jimbo, and we don't got them paid all these players, these first round pick, man. I'm just saying.
I don't. And the crazy part is, if they don't win in the next 2, maybe 3 years, they ain't never gonna do it because this class that he brought in this year is great. But the thing is, what makes him so great is so you look at the star rating, right? It's really to be 100% real. It's really just defensive line, and because they got 3, 4, 5-star defensive linemen.
They got five, bro.
So
They got no, I
defensive
think they got
linemen,
four. They got 4 or 5 stars.
they had 5 stars. It was like 4 of them that are D line. Yeah, Knowlton, Stewart, the kid, the Reed from Milton, and then you had like another kid. Then you have like 1 or 2 wide receivers. Your quarterback is still like, yeah. Your running back, the room's still like, your DBs. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's your offensive line really didn't get a lot better. They just had the highest rating as a team. I
Yeah,
honestly,
they ain't got no quarterback though.
yeah,
Or the
man.
quarterback is questionable.
They have the quarterback. It's a race. It's between the kid from Louisiana last year from LSU,
Yeah, they get
um
the LSU transfer. That's what they
the
got.
LSU transfer, and then they had a 5-star kid from high school, but like Washington was one of the things like, is he really a 5-star? Like, did he just kind of get the benefit of the rankings? So it's one of the things, man, where Texas A&M really has to step it up.
They not beating Bama this year though, bro. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Bama,
No,
I got Bama
no,
winning the Natty. I hate to say it, I got Bama
yeah,
winning Georgia again.
I don't see Bama losing to anybody. Last year was their down year, and they lost due to
One game. So
due to a mean injury.
and
Yeah,
what?
I mean they played the right team at the. Come
Yeah,
on.
you just said. Did you say they lost 2 days? I ain't even gonna address that. I'm gonna keep it. Boy,
Uh,
hey,
but
listen,
yeah, so I don't. Whenever the bad
boy.
thing with Bama, when Saban has a bad year or a year that they don't win, when they come back, boy,
Like he be dog cussing them all summer. They be mad. They play every game.
because
Pissed
and
off.
who do they lose? They lost a tackle. They lost
They lost a tackle. They lost a
two.
couple
They lost
cornerbacks.
wide
They lost a
receiver.
lot of. They lost some depth guys, but they didn't lose like major guys.
All them dudes coming
And
back.
then they used the portal to reload at places that they were hurting at. So the running back left, and then they brought in Gill from Georgia Tech, who's going to go crazy behind that line.
Hey,
You lost your
who
wide
you
receivers, and you
look?
brought in UGA top wide receiver, and then
You
you
know,
brought in Louisville wide receiver.
I am a offensive guy. Like I love offense. I love stuffing the ball down somebody's throat. You know what I'm saying? When you line up four wide, when Bama lines up four wide with a running back in the backfield, and you got to choose to stick uh Bert was the dude
Burton. I'm
Burton
gonna put it like this:
him
Burton is elite, right? He's good, but if you lick him, you hit his ass good, he's gonna tap his helmet
who
and go
going
on the
but
sideline.
who's going
Okay,
but the thing is who going to hit him because you got him, you got the kid from Louisville.
who
um
played against the ACC, who really wasn't too good. Come
he
on, let's be
still
real. Give
he
me a
still
top
ball out.
quarterback from the ACC last year, out of Clemson, probably. Come on, bro. I'm not. Alabama's going to be good. I'm
ACC had
not
some good teams.
disputing that.
ACC had they had Pitt was I think a top defense, was like top five.
If they
um
get that kid out of Pittsburgh, then that's just unfair. Then
if
that's
they
going to
get
be unfair.
him if they
Yeah,
get him
if
and
they
they already
get
got
Adams,
Isaiah
bro, now
Bond down there, who's Isaiah
come on,
Bond is
bro.
a they got
They
four.
get, bro. Come on. You get Addison, bro. If they really get Addison, you really got to change the rules of this. Like you can't.
And what's scary is when the quarterback leaves, they got one behind him
Yeah,
who bigger
who's
and
supposed to
better.
be bigger and faster, stronger. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. He going to Miami. They say MIA. They say he going to
And
Miami.
he's not
Miami
going
got
to
some
matter.
bread now. They might be able to goddamn. I don't know. And it's Miami, bro. You want to live at the beach? Who gonna turn down Miami?
You would a lot of kids, unfortunately, but um, it wouldn't be a bad pickup. Like if you went to Miami, it would be like a
Yeah, it would be
I,
a good move for him because they got Van Dyke or whatever that quarterback. He looked good at the end of the year, so that wouldn't be a
yeah. I
bad
mean, it
move.
would, but it's like you're going to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? And the Miami, their quarterback isn't the question. It's like, is their O line going to
I don't know.
sustain the passes to get you deep?
See, Nick Saban and Kirby warned y'all this was gonna happen. That these schools are just gonna help the big schools reload.
Yeah,
Because I'm telling you now, just saying, all these kids are gonna start transferring to the school like Georgia. But now, will it hurt them in recruiting though? Will the kids that look at Bama and say, "Well, damn, they just gonna bring in another wide receiver, I might as well go somewhere else."
nah, because you got to remember that's been their whole their brand for the last 7, 8 years. Of you come here, you play. Are you good? If you good, you're gonna play. Freshman, senior, it don't matter if you're good. And if you sit on the bench and you have one good year, you'll go top. You'll go in the first round. Like who was Jameson Williams last year? The year before this one.
I mean, unless you know recruiting, then you probably wouldn't know him. But he was
That's what
a
I'm saying. He was,
dynamic recruit, bro. Them boys haven't been stocking wide receivers up since Amari Cooper left. They've been
and
stacking.
and and Jameson was the fourth option at Ohio State.
So again, these transfers are just transferring to other schools, bro. It's just big schools are just reloading, bro. That's
They
just
are, man.
hard, bro.
It's definitely. I mean, they're beatable clearly. Like but you have to just play. It comes down to coaching and stuff. Did you watch the hold up too? I mean, is yes, Miami's O line isn't as bad as they've been, but their O line ain't Bama O line. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different thing. TVD ain't Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Bama,
just different.
bro. Bama's got the best offensive player next year, and they got the first pick, second pick next year.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. I know think we like 130 days, 120, less than
120 days,
120 days,
119.
119 days from the
Mm.
start of the game. We get to kick off in Oregon, man. So you know,
Woo! So, what's your for Georgia football? What's your
oh, undefeated in the East, and then lose to Bama in the SEC championship. Probably go to the playoff again and be a fourth seed. Just be honest. I don't think we got the horses to beat Bama this year. Now they can grow into that as the season goes on. The talent is there, but
the,
as of now on paper, Bama has a way better
the
team just from their quarterback and the best defensive lineman. So but again, can we grow to that point? Yeah, I think we can. I think we can get there over time. But
right? What y'all? Did you see a trap game for y'all? Like
y'all will always be our toughest game. Of course, that Jacksonville neutral site. Gonna have a younger defense. You know what I mean? You still got some vets over there coming back, but you're gonna have a younger defense who's never played in the swamp. Some of those guys that had experience playing because we got to blow y'all out last year, so that'll be the only saving grace. They got to play because of the score last year. After that, the second half, that game was over. It started. So that game, I think that'll help a lot of them guys, but we're gonna be relying on a lot of freshmen, bro. We got a lot of freshmen gonna play, especially.
yeah, that's what's up too. Uh, no, we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
go through all this.
Yes, man.
So let me address this for one quick second. They
Oh,
say
they got the best O-line recruiter in the nation?
no, and I'm gonna tell you why. I debunked this yesterday with Miami fans. I went to their spaces.
You need to stop going in them cane groups causing trouble,
Hey,
bro.
man,
I see you on Twitter going in them
this
folks
guy,
groups,
this
bro.
guy in the space, this guy told me, he was like, man, stay out our spaces. We don't like you. I said, I
I
got more
see you
clout.
in them folks
I
spaces,
got more
bro.
clout in one of them Miami spaces than they do, than some of them Miami fans. Let me tell you why Cristobal is overhyped as an O-line recruiter. They may have good numbers. They may bring in 4 stars, 5 stars. Since he's been in Oregon,
What's up, cuz? What's up, man? Shout
they
out to
had they had 3 guys go to the NFL. No, 4. It was 4 guys because one guy went when he was the offensive coordinator. Four, four
he was
guys.
talking about Crystal Ball. Who Miami O-line coach right now?
It's the same. It's the same O line coach that was in Oregon.
Oh, okay, he brought him with him. He brought his
And
partner.
like it doesn't matter. They had
Okay.
4, and guess how many Napier had? Napier had 3 offensive linemen go into the NFL draft, and 2 of them are starters. The ones that left from Oregon, 2 of them are bench riders, and one of them is Sewell. Like he a dog. Like you can't talk trash about Sewell. Like my
For a
man,
month.
the whole family is freaking nuts. Like shout out to the Sewell family. Their family is like what the
Legend.
hell? Like they all are going. He's going. His brother probably will be first round next year, and then the baby Sewell in Utah. The year after that, he probably will be a late first rounder guy. Like
No, nobody cares, bro. UF, they're gonna be down
I
to you.
didn't. I didn't.
They're
The
gonna
only
be.
thing I said is that
What's y'all expectation here? Let me ask you that. What you expect for
my
UF?
expectation this year is
You get worst case scenario, best case scenario.
worst case scenario, 7 wins.
7 wins.
Best.
That means you lose all your big games. That means you lose what, Miami? Y'all play
No,
Miami. Y'all play Florida
no,
State.
we played them in 2 years, but who cares?
Y'all play Florida State.
Yeah, no, we won't lose to Florida State. It'll be LSU, Utah, LSU, Kentucky, Georgia, A&M. Yeah, those will be though if it goes bad. The best case scenario, I think maybe 9 games we win. I don't. I have us potentially beating Utah, only because we have them week 1.
Utah ended pretty good, bro.
No,
Utah
they ended very
ended
good.
pretty good. They got a
If
good.
you're gonna play
And
at
they bringing a
Utah,
lot of people back. They got Utah ranked in the top
yes,
10, 15.
yes, they do.
So
That's
technically,
like,
Utah should win that game. It should be favored.
oh yes, they should. Yes, they'll be picked to win. But it's one of those things to where if you want to play Utah, you want to play them that first week or 2. Like same thing with playing Bama. Like if you play Bama, you want to play Bama unless you're Miami because we saw that happen. But um, when you play Bama, you want to play them like the first 2 or 3 weeks while they're still when everybody's still getting work, working the kinks out and stuff. That's when you want to take advantage and just and hope and they're coming to the swamp. So
Hey, I
hopefully,
don't know why that man be in Miami. He be on social media going at Miami fans on Twitter. I don't know why. I don't know why he be doing. He used to be bored.
oh yeah, when I be on Twitter,
Why I be
sometimes
seeing
going
you?
there. But listen, because the first time I went there, it was they were talking about something Florida wise, like the first time I saw it. So when I was in there, you see, my shirt on there. So they were like, "Hey, you answer this question." So I answered the question. Yeah, they bring you. Yeah, we lost in the SEC championship by three
Nah,
points,
y'all
and then
lost
we
last
lost.
year. I mean, in the
We
swamp.
lost last week. We lost the last year by 2 points. How
Lose,
many did y'all
lose
lose
by
by?
10, you lose by 20. L is
No,
a
lose by 2 or lose by 30.
It's the
Because
same.
Miami.
It's still a loss.
No, buddy.
It's still
You
hey,
lose by
Kevin.
because your kicker missed the field goal. So but no, I went to the spaces and they asked something about a Florida. They asked something about like Florida wise, and I gave an answer, and it just was a good answer. Like it was just a good answer. They was like, "Oh, okay," and then I would go
Yeah,
back
you
to,
ain't too crazy. You can stay
you know
here.
what I'm saying, like, and it would legit be like some good football talk. So when I go in there, I'll go in there and like talk a little trash, but you know what I'm saying, like I know when to pick and choose because it's
You can have a y'all
Miami
can
fan.
have a
Yeah,
real debate.
but yeah. So the other day is when they just started going crazy and started talking about this O-line
Yeah, I
recruiting.
don't
I'm like,
believe in moral victories either, Tay. Yeah, bro. We lose, we lose. We lost by 30, we lost by 20, we lost by 2, bro. It's still a
no,
loss.
I'm not saying it's a moral victory. I'm just saying when you compare the losses,
Oh, I got it. Well, I mean, it's the beginning of the year for them, man. You know, they
they
thought
lost.
they thought Sean King, what is his name? King. They thought he was
De'Aaron
going.
King.
I thought he was going to ball too. I can't believe. I really did. I thought Miami really had a shot to take the ACC last year with Clemson
No,
being down. I thought one of y'all Florida schools was going to jump up. Somebody leave Florida State.
no,
Somebody.
I knew it was going to be a bad year when we lost to not Kentucky. It was the week after Kentucky.
Yeah. When y'all lost to Kroger, bro, I
When
kind of didn't
we
feel
lost
that.
to South Carolina, I was like, this is a
Oh, y'all
problem.
let Frank Beamer beat y'all? Oh shit.
When we lost to South Carolina, that's when it was just like a yeah, because Kentucky always plays this hard. It always comes down like a kick return,
Last year,
something
you
stupid.
with Mullen, you right. Mullen been giving Kentucky a
Mullen,
bit too much. I don't know if they just had a good scheme against
I mean
y'all.
they've gotten better. Stoops is a very good coach, and Kentucky's always had
And they let
Kentucky.
him stay there forever too, bro. When you let
Kentucky's
the
like
coach stay there for a long time, I feel like,
yes,
yeah.
that's what happens. Kentucky reminds me of like Miami, for instance, and they have the talent, but it just be like one thing. I'm sorry, they lost to Florida State last year. They be about to lose to Duke and UVA. Don't nobody care about Miami.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like as far as they have the talent, but they just sometimes don't get over the hump. And I think we just saw like a really good year from them last year. Uh, but yeah, like that once we lost to South Carolina, that the way we did, it was just like a what the hell are y'all doing? Like it was just bad play calling. Like Bullen called like 2 plays down the field. The rest were like screens and draws. We're like, are you on that payroll? Like what's going on? And then that's when it like it went to that downspin. We were just like, yeah, no, that's a wrap, B.
Real
That's a
quick.
wrap.
I know before we end the show, man. I did want to touch it briefly. I know we're about to come up to the end of the show, wrap it up. NFL draft, bro. Georgia had 15 dogs drafted.
Hey, man. And
Ooh.
I think the best one, I think the one that's going to show out the best or the one that's going to end up at on top. I think what's y'all guard?
Are you?
Salyer?
Are you? Yeah, him going to ATL, bro. I mean, no, he went Chargers.
Yeah,
Okay, so the
man.
only thing about Jamari, right? His arms are short as fuck. And you know, in the NFL, if you gotta let somebody get into you before you can grab them, it's kind of bad. Aaron Donald finna toss your ass if he get that close to you and you ain't put your hand on him.
Yeah. But I
So the
like
only
I
thing
like
that
the way
with
he
Jamar, but his
plays.
technique and his strength, bro, he powerful. He a mauler, but he just his arms are short. His arms short like
Yeah.
Jamar T-Rex. Like, I mean, they short, bro. So
Yeah.
that's the one with Jamari. I think that'll hold him back or hinder him in the NFL. But as long as he inside, I think he good.
Yeah, I like the way he plays. Like I really like the way he plays. So he's a person that I'm going to be watching a lot of, just following. I saw Jordan Davis and Nakobe at practice. Came up. First of all, I never realized how small Nakobe Dean was. So he was walking
Bro,
next to
did you
Jordan
see him,
Davis.
bro?
I
Bro,
was
he
like,
got. I
geez.
don't think so, bro. I don't think so, man. I
I was
like.
like,
Oh, I like the Jets too. I love what the Jets did. Oh yeah, we talked about that last week, man. The Jets had an awesome fight. But now,
yeah.
can will they stop being the Jets? Can they get out that shit like the Browns got out of
It's
being the
it's
Browns?
coaching, man. It's coaching. At the end of the day, when you get to the NFL, it's not talent no more. Like
Coach,
it's coaching.
I'm
Like
not
every
holding on that coach either. What's his name? Solly.
yeah, something like that. But
Man,
until like the NFL is 120% about coaching
yeah,
because everybody has All Americans, everybody has vets, everybody has Pro Bowl caliber players. Are you scheming and are you doing what's necessary to win
yeah.
at the end of the day?
We're gonna
Because
see, man. But yeah, 15 dogs drafted, man.
yeah, that's a
Most in the
good year
modern
for
day
y'all, man.
record, we lost a lot of talent, but we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
reload it, though, baby. We don't reload it.
yeah. You got some
But good show, man. Good show. You know, it's
good-
Mother's Day weekend, man. Again, man. Shout out to all the mothers, man.
indeed,
Happy Mother's Day to
indeed.
all the mothers.
All the queens out there, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy y'all weekend. Cause guess who got the next one coming up? The dads. I
Yeah.
told my wife
You know, we don't
everything
get
you
no damn, get some socks or a
oh,
shirt or some shit like that.
not me. I told my wife, keep that same energy on Father's Day. My wife said yesterday she was off the clock from when I got off yesterday
Woo!
till till tomorrow night. I said, okay, I'll take that
She
because
off the
in
clock though.
June,
Ooh.
in June,
Bro, I'm telling you, Father's Day is my wife's birthday weekend always. So
oh man, that's tough. That's tough.
yeah,
That's
I'm
tough.
with you, man. Go get your TV dinner in the way.
That's tough. That's tough. No, man, I'm definitely gonna rack up, man. She gonna have her thing, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy her time, enjoy her stuff, enjoy her peace and rest. Shout out to the mom. Then my wife be doing a lot. She shout out to the wife. She
Shout out to the
school,
wives,
she
bro.
stay at home mom, man, with these crazy kids. It's definitely a full time plus more job. So
Too, bro.
she
Man,
deserves this.
same
Yeah.
boat. You already know, man. At home, do the same thing, bro. It's a real job, bro. You can't.
Yeah, they deserve this weekend. But yeah, so shout out to all the moms out there, man. Moms, wives, all that.
Yeah,
Uh
Mom Dukes be tuning in. Happy Mother's Day, Mom Dukes.
yeah, shout out to mom. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you like your gift I sent. Um hopefully my wife ain't awake, so I ain't gotta hear her mouth. Um but it's gonna be a good weekend. But Father's Day coming up next month and I'm keeping the same energy. Friday all the way till Sunday. I'm feet kicked up. I don't even want to see my kids. I love my kids. I don't even want to see them. I don't want to hear them. I just want to eat some good. Hey, I just want to eat some good seafood, some steak, some beer. You know what I'm saying? Liquor and just lay up, man, and be as lazy as
That boy,
possible.
that
I
boy.
just want to get up to poop and pee, man. If that ain't it, then poop and pee.
But y'all,
Hey,
man. But hey, man, we out, man. Next week, man. What we said we doing next week? We said we gonna do DB
corners, baby.
top
We going
top 5 cornerbacks all time. And we got a Georgia dog that's gonna be on both lists. That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. But we shall see what happens. Luckily, it won't be any Miami stuff. Yeah. All right, man.
All right, man. We out, man. Peace.